Hi, this is Handy Doctor. In this video, I am going to show you how to diagnose and replace washer drain pump. My washer is a Whirlpool Duet. However, most front row washer machines are very similar, so if you have the same model, this should be your exact procedure. If you have other ones, it should be helpful for you. So let's get started. So this is my washer. How do you even know that the drain pump is broken? Well, first of all, I guess you may have a drain problem. On these machines, when there is a drain problem, you will have error code F9, E2, and sometimes could be SD. That will tell you that the machines have a problem, it couldn't drain water, at least not quick enough. So does that mean that the drain pump is definitely broken? No, not that quick. I always tell my friends, you need to have careful diagnosis. Don't replace parts that are not broken. You need to find out what the reason is before you do anything, as a matter of fact. So what are the possible reasons here? Well, it could be simply just a clogged filter. It could be bad electrical connections, could be the main board of the washing machine broken. And finally, the drain pump itself is bad. Well, if it is a clogged filter, I actually have a video showing you how to do it. That should be the first thing you try, by the way. So look at my other video on top to learn how to clean the filter. I will also put the link in the description below. What if the filter is clean? Well, we need to think about the symptom of the washing machine more precisely. We all know a washing cycle includes multiple drains of water. I noticed the first drain is always fine. It's the later one, maybe the third one maybe, sometimes could be the second one that have issue. So what does that tell me then? It tells me that the electrical connection should be good. Otherwise, sometimes the first drain would not be good. The main board should be okay. It is indeed the drain pump. So I decided to buy a drain pump. I in fact know the part number, so I just get to Amazon, put in the part number, and find this one. It's an aftermarket one, but it looks really good, good review. So I decided to buy it. Even if you do not know the part number, you can just put some keywords into it and search for it. And as a matter of fact, you get the same part number, not exactly the same as the first hit. And I do not know why. It's a little bit more expensive. I will put the part numbers of my washing machine and this drain pump in the description, and also put the link to Amazon for the drain pump. If you happen to have the same washing machines, you can buy the exact same one. Now, if you have a different one, even you have a Whirlpool Duet, you may want to double check because there are actually several sub-models of Duet. The drain pump may or may not be the same. Just look at the description of any item that you are interested in. As a matter of fact, if you have a very different washing machine, then in that case, you better double check and find the correct one for your application. So here comes my drain pump and the tool that I actually use. Very simple. You need a plier, a flathead screwdriver, a 8mm socket and a socket wrench, a screwdriver with a quarter head. You need a bucket to collect wastewater and a towel to clean up. Let's get started. First of all, make sure you disconnect the power, turn off the water. You may have to pull your washing machine out to give yourself more space. Lift the front and then put a stool on the bottom in the middle of the washing machines. Try to rock it a little bit, make sure it is stable first. Also, you want to be sure that the two screws on the right side are not blocked because you need to take them out. I will show you a picture next to see which two are the two screws. These are the two screws I'm talking about. Make sure your stool doesn't block them. If it does, you have to move your stool a little bit away from them. In the front, there are three quarter head screws 1, 2, 3. Now use the quarter head screwdriver to take the screws out one at a time. Now the bottom panel can come out and you can see the water pump at the upper right corner. Now use the 8mm socket to take the two screws off. The space is really limited. It's very difficult to take video or even picture, so I do not take anything. Sorry for that. Here are the two screws after they came out, pretty long. Now you can slide the pump to the right and then pull it up. You will see two holes and an electrical connection. Get your towel and bucket ready. The one I showed you earlier was too big, so I have to get a smaller one and use the plier to squeeze the hose clamp and separate them. There might be water inside and it could be really stinky, so be careful. So a full bucket of water and smell really bad. Do the same for the other hose. Now follow me to take the electrical connector off. There is a tab on the connector that you need to squeeze on, and look at me, I squeeze it after I take it out, and so you can see it. So now the old one came off. I compare it to the new one I just bought, especially the pipe and the electrical connector. Everything looks the same. The only difference, and there is a difference, is the filter housing and the pumps are connected differently. The old one, they just slide on. The new one actually use screws. Honestly, I like the new one, so perfect. I am going to put it back in and see what happens. The new pump have a base and two screws, but I just use the old one because it actually takes some effort to take the old base off. There's no point doing it. I just put it back in. Everything just reverse the order of what we did just now. When you make the electrical connector on, the direction may not be the same, at least not the same on the one I have. So make sure of that, and definitely make sure that everything is locked in place and you are good to go. So did it work? Of course, it worked perfectly. Now make sure you check for a leak the first couple times you use it, just in case. Finally, let me show you what's wrong with the old pump. When I take the propeller off, a ton of water comes out. What that means is that the seal went back over the years and water went in. That will increase resistance, and that's why it overheat, and that's why it quit in the middle of the washing cycle. I hope you learned something from these videos. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.